Hey, what's up guys? How you guys doing? I hope you're doing good and you're feeling good. Today we're gonna get into this tutorial. We're gonna do a mixing tutorial. Well, I'm gonna show you guys what I usually do when I'm gonna mix a beat real quick and upload it to YouTube, so it's nice and loud and stuff like that. So let's get into it real quick. Drop a like on the video for me if you get something out of it. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I drop a new video, and yeah, follow me on Instagram, build. I got a free loop pack. It's gonna be in the description if you guys want to check that out. Let's get into it. I have my project set up like how you guys probably have it, like with a limiter and stuff like that. First thing we're gonna do is take this off and replace it with a soft clipper. I usually crank mine all the way up, and I bring this like right here to this line with this fourth little notch right here, and then I come over to the channel rack and I organize the channel rack, because you see it's all unorganized. The numbers aren't like organized and empty spaces and stuff. So I'm gonna bring down all my melodies and stuff down to the bottom, and my percussions up and my tags up. So let me do this real quick. And how you do this is you hover over whatever sound you want and just press shift and you scroll with on your mouse, and boom. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna highlight everything that's right here. These are all my percussions and my tags, and then I'm gonna send everything over to the mixer. So what you're gonna do is highlight everything you have here, your percussions and your tags or whatever, and then you're gonna go to the first mixer track, go to right click it, channel routing, route selected channels starting from this track, and it's gonna send everything to the mixer in order that you have it highlighted on the channel rack. And then from there, since we have the percussion part, we're gonna do the melody part now. I'm just gonna highlight everything that's in my melody, go over to my mixer. I usually start everything that's in my melody from 11 up, and then my percussion's 1 to 10. So channel routing, channel starting from this track, boom. This is messed up because I accidentally routed it earlier, so I'm just gonna change the name to Omni 4 just because I know that's what it is. Omni. It's all good. So from here, what we're gonna do is we'll start leveling, but I want to tell you guys something first. I'll probably get into it in another video just because I already have this already set up and stuff. The first thing you want to do when you start bringing your sounds into the channel rack is level them as you're bringing sounds in. You know what I mean? Like, don't have everything super loud and stuff like that. The reason that is because when I come over to the mixer, I don't have to bring these all the way down. Too much manipulation on the mixer tracks, so it just saves a lot more time for me. So like I said, I'll show you guys that in another video, but just know that I already leveled them kind of how I like it. I'll do it a little bit more if I need to, but other than that, that's a big key that you guys should do before you guys even bring it over to the mixer. Also, I already do my panning. Like, you see this knobs, these are all panning knobs, these are volume knobs. I already do my panning before I bring it to the mixer, just to save time too. I used to do it over here and over there, but it's just like kind of a waste of time. And what I've noticed lately is my mix is getting better, so you don't really need that. So like I said, level things over here first as you bring them into the channel rack, and then pan them also, so when you come over to the mixer, you don't have to do too much work. So I'm just gonna isolate the main sound of the beat. I believe it's this track here. Let me double check. So yeah, I'm just gonna isolate this. I think it's pretty much how I like it, but I'm just gonna, you know, listen to it. It already has effects on it and stuff. We'll do another video for this type of stuff, but like I said, this is when you have your beat already done. Basically, I'm just showing you how to upload it and make it a nice mix to upload it. Oh guys, highlight the area where your chorus is, and the reason you do that is because you don't have to keep searching for areas where the sound is, like how this sound isn't right here. You can just have it on the chorus part. Also, I usually keep everything that's in my melody under 21. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much how that sounds good to me. It's kind of hard for me to mix on headphones. I don't usually do it, but the next thing you guys have to do is some stereo separation, and that's what these little knobs here are for. And that basically just, you know, spreads out your sound a little bit more than you did with the panning. It sounds dope. So let me do that for this real quick. And because it's my main sound, I want to kind of spread it out the most. So Now I like it like that. I'm just gonna start adding all the other sounds that I have in the beat and do the stereo separation and some more leveling based off what I see on the meter in my ears. Like I said, I keep it under 21 decibels, anywhere under 21 wherever I think it sounds good. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to just run through all these sounds real quick. And guys, just a little tip for you guys. If you see over on this little area of the FL Studio DAW, wherever you go on the DAW, if you touch a knob, it's gonna show you some type of number that it's at. Like it says 23% separated. Try to not have them separated at the same exact thing. Same thing with the panning. When you come over to panning, you see how it said 4%, 22%, 16%, 2%. You know, you don't want them to be all like mushed on top of each other. That's kind of what mixing is. You don't want everything to be mushed on top of each other. So, or like everything straight in the middle, like the kick and the 808 in the middle. You need things separated though, like the other percussion separated, then the melody separated, then you turn certain areas down, certain areas up. And that's what makes a good mix, other than like some dope VSTs and stuff that makes it a little. So I kind of like, I'm just gonna do that little roughness real quick, rough little leveling real quick on the melody, because I'm on the headphones. I'm gonna shut off the mic and turn on the speakers soon so I can like really do it. This is how I think it sounds good in the headphones right now. So next I'm gonna start with my hi-hat, then my clap, and then I'm gonna bring in my kick and my 808. So do this real quick. We're gonna do the same exact thing. We're just gonna level them a little bit and pan them. I mean, do some stereo separation. Or I'm gonna turn the 808s mono. When you go to the left on these knobs, it's separating, and when you go to the right on these knobs like this, it's going mono. So reset that. Okay, let's do the percussions now. Let me show you guys some tricks for the 808 and the kick. For the kick, I just use a soft clipper, and I use a parametric EQ, and I use something called CLA2. For the parametric EQ, I just usually bring the 2 up over like the 50 to 60 hertz range at wherever it sounds good. I don't like crank it up too high, you'll see. And then I bring the soft clipper on, and I leave that how it is on default, and I bring the CLA2 in, and it makes it like punch really hard, you'll see. Hey guys, so what I'm doing with the CLA2 is I'm just making sure that it's clipping, and how I know it's clipping is with this red signal. So that's why I went to the volume knob over here and I just turned it up just a little bit, just so it hits hard enough to come over to the red. It starts off with gain reduction, this gain reduction signal, but I bring it over to the output, and that's how you know anyways that it's clipping. And you put the soft clipper on it so it doesn't clip too hard. Now next, let's do the same stuff, the 808, except for that I'm gonna try to put like some distortion in it maybe. But like the 808 shouldn't need too much stuff, and you guys shouldn't have to do too much EQing to your sounds. That's another thing with mixing. Like, you guys need to have good sound already. I just want you to know that you need to have dope sounds before you start trying to tweak stuff. You shouldn't have to do all that tweaking and stuff and wasting time doing that. So yeah, let me do the 808 now, and I'm gonna do the same stuff with the CLA2 on the 808. I'm gonna put the parametric EQ on it also, and the soft clipper, and if I feel like, I'm gonna add a little distortion, and I'll show you something you guys can use. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it. And then I have one other thing that I put on it that I recently started doing this, a compressor on it, SSL compressor stereo. And you use a CLA2 mono for the kick and the 808 because you want the kick and the 808 to go in the middle of the mix. So whatever you want in the middle of the mix is mono, whatever you want on the side of the mix is stereo. I have a preset that I made that I just go to. It's called Moody Master. Alright, so what the compressor does is it takes stuff that has low volume and stuff that has high volume and brings them closer together so it sounds more full, and stuff doesn't sound too separated and stuff like it sounds together. They say it's like the glue of the mix or something like that. But yeah, so that's what it does. It just makes everything sound together more with volume and stuff like that. That's what I get out of it anyways. So listen to it real quick, and I'll show you guys how you can put a parametric EQ on it too and cut out some stuff too. So without it, you can use the parametric EQ too to highlight some areas like the high end or whatever you want, but I don't usually do it anymore. Like I said, this is for a fast mix. I'm gonna shut off the mic and show you what you can cut out, like some very ending sounds. So let me yeah, a lot of people use that. They go to the parametric EQ and I think the preset's called 20 hertz plus 18k hertz, something like that. This is it right here. But use this and it cuts out stuff that's kind of impossible to hear, I think, to the human ear. But I don't even use that most of the time. I just use this compressor, and I use the FL Studio, the Fruity soft clipper, and I pull this all the way up and I put the compressor on it. It sounds fire. Try it out. I hope you guys got something out of this video. If you did, like I said before, please drop a like, drop a comment if you guys have any questions, or if you guys have any feedback you can give me as far as like maybe something I could do better or something that you guys do that makes your mix pretty dope. But like I said, this mix isn't like the best mix ever. This is supposed to be just how to get your mix up there to YouTube and make it sound dope. Yeah, make it nice and loud. and quick. You do it quick like this. It's not like you gotta spend all day doing your stuff. Like I said, I hope you do get something out of this. Just take some notes. I'll probably drop some notes in the video or something, but follow me on Instagram at Moody Mula. Get the free loot pack in the description. Till the next video, peace out, man, and keep making fire beats. Peace.